Howdy, howdy. Welcome to The Awakened Heart, a podcast for healing women. This is a place where your voice always matters and your body is always sacred. And your journey home to yourself is honored no matter how winding the road. I'm Autumn Moran, life coach, licensed professional counselor, yoga instructor, entrepreneur, mom, friend, giver, lover. But ultimately, I am your companion on this messy, sacred path of healing. Sometimes I like to begin with the breath, and today is the day. So if you want to begin with me here, let's inhale deeply through our nose when you're ready. Hold it up at the top, opening the mouth and slowly exhaling out the breath. Let's do it one more time. Inhale completely. Exhale out the mouth. Allow yourself to arrive here in this moment in your body. Today we're exploring a tender and powerful truth. You are the center of your story, not your romantic relationships or the absence of one. I'm going to talk about what it means to decentralize romantic relationships and how that can look in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. So let's get into it. And first up, I'd like to get into the science of it all. I'd like to give some information first. And I want to start off with the attachment theory. It explains how early bonds with caregivers shape our expectations in adult relationships. If our caregivers were responsive, we likely develop a secure attachment style, feeling worthy of love and comfortable with intimacy. If not, we might develop anxious or avoidant styles, leading us to seek validation through romantic partners or have fear of closeness. So how do you heal? The number one way, find a secure person, a therapist, a support group, or a securely attached friend that you feel safe with. A secure therapeutic relationship can directly counter-condition your attachment fears. If you're anxiously attached, for example, having a therapist who is consistently there for you and doesn't pull away when you get emotional teaches you that you won't be abandoned, a core fear for anxious types. If you're avoidant, a patient therapist might slowly encourage you to open up about your feelings as you experience someone accepting you rather than criticizing or smothering you. You learn that intimacy isn't as dangerous as you thought. And for disorganized attachment, therapy is often crucial. The therapist's steady support and calm presence provide a new template that replaces the chaos and fear you grew up with. In all cases, you are earning secure attachment through a new relationship that rewires your old patterns. The second evidence-based approach I want to focus on is self-regulation. In simple terms, learning to manage your emotions and soothe yourself in healthy ways. Insecure attachment styles often go hand in hand with difficulties in regulating emotions. Think about it. An anxiously attached person feels huge waves of panic or anger at the slightest hint of rejection, whereas an avoidantly attached person might shut down or numb out whenever feelings get too intense. A disorganized attachment can bring chaotic, flip-flopping emotions that feel out of control. A hallmark of secure attachment, on the other hand, is the ability to experience emotions without being ruled by them, to calm yourself when you're upset, and to seek comfort appropriately without extreme fear or withdrawal. The good news is that mindfulness and emotion regulation training can teach these skills, literally helping to rebalance your nervous system so you don't react as intensely to attachment triggers. There's the concept of the social clock, a societal timeline dictating when we should achieve milestones such as marriage or parenthood. And deviating from this timeline can lead to feelings of inadequacy, failure, or even our personal paths differ. So it just can be upsetting. It can make you feel like you're behind or not on the right track. Limerence, something that's a term that's not talked about much, but it describes an intense obsessive infatuation with another person, characterized by intrusive thoughts and a longing for reciprocation. This state can lead us to idealize our partners and to rush into relationships, mistaking intensity for intimacy. I feel like I need to do just a whole episode on limerence as I'm sitting here describing some of these informational things to look through, perspectives to see when it comes to decentralizing. And limerence is such a big one. I think we as a society are conditioned to identify limerence as connection, as truth. And then the self-expansion model. So it suggests we seek to enhance our self-concept through close relationships, incorporating others' qualities into our own identity. So while this can foster growth, it may also lead us to lose ourselves and our partners, especially when we rely solely on them for self-expansion. I mean, cultural conditioning, from fairy tales to romantic comedies, we're taught that finding the one is life's ultimate goal. I'm 45. I can remember all the Julia Roberts movies, Cameron Diaz, like these people. It was all about falling in love and finding the one and Prince Charming and all this garbage. I mean, it's not garbage. It was good, but at the same time, it just sends the wrong message. There's so much more. It's just that we're taught that finding the one is life's ultimate goal, and that's not it. I mean, besides society, let's talk about family expectations. When are you settling down? When are you going to get married? Why are you single? Are you going to have kids? Where's my grandbaby? Implying that singlehood is a temporary, undesirable state. Social media, highlight reels of engagements, rings, and weddings and all that can really exacerbate feelings of inadequacy. And gender roles. I mean, as women, we often face pressure to prioritize relationships over personal ambitions, reinforcing the ideal that our worth is tied to our relationship status. Yuck. We are so much more. We have so much more to offer. So what does it look like in your 20s if you want to decentralize it, right? Let's do it by decade. I'm going to go 20s, 30s, and 40s. So up first is the 20s. If you're single, you might feel behind as peers enter relationships, as peers start to graduate college or find their significant other and start that path on family, babies, wedding. Society tells you to find a partner by 30. But this decade is ripe for self-discovery. What if instead of searching for the one, you became the one for yourself? A little bit of information, just latest research. You're in your 20s, and yes, everyone says you're an adult, you're 18, like, girl, go do your life, figure it all out right now. No, stop. First off, your brain is not fully developed until 25 to 31. If you're a neurotypical human, 25. If you're a neurodivergent human, 31, says latest research. So your 20s are not about finding someone else to complete you. It's about finding who you are once that brain's developed, what you really want out of life. If you're partnered. Early relationships can be formative, but ensure you're not losing your identity. Prioritize personal growth alongside your partner. Yes, you can support your partner's growth, but also make sure that partner is supporting your growth. How are you moving in your purpose? How are you moving and making a life and friends and family and community in your life? All right, 30s, singles. 30s, singles. The pressure intensifies, right? Oof. It's bubbling. Questions about marriage and children become more frequent. And remember, your timeline is valid. Your worth isn't determined by your relationship status. If you're partnered, you may start questioning if your relationship aligns with your evolved self. I mean, your brain's fully developed now, 30, 31, and things may look and feel a little different. And that's okay. And it's okay to seek fulfillment beyond your partnership. Hobbies, joyful tasks, community, female friends, some sort of body movement community, or ways to move your body even without community, nutrition, self-care, self-talk, self-love. Fulfill all that. Make sure you're pouring into yourself, and that may change the rules of your relationship that's been going on since the 20s. And that may be tough, and that will be hard. But if your partner loves you, and if it's a good, solid relationship and it's healthy, they'll hear you, they'll see you, they'll grow with you, they'll change. Because the one thing that is constant, my dears, is change. And we are allowed to change our minds about anything and everything at any time. All right, in your 40s, you're with me. I'm a single gal. I love people. I love love. And I have not written love off. I am just at a space where I like myself, and there's no one that can come in here willy-nilly. They gotta show up way more than I show up for myself, because I love the shit out of myself. And if there's like a whiff, if they don't meet that or exceed that, bye. Thank you, next. So if you're single, embrace the richness of solitude. This decade can be about deepening self-love and pursuing passions. This is about living your best life. Eat, pray, love this shit, ladies, at any age. If you're partnered, reassess or renegotiate relationship dynamics. Prioritize autonomy and mutual growth. I mean, if you're in your 40s, you either got some youngins or they're already in college or beyond, depending on when your timeline was when you started having kids. You can still renegotiate. You can still change the rules. Just like in your 30s and your 20s, you can change your mind at any time and say, hey, hun, this isn't working for me. Let's make a better plan so we can help each other, so we can all show up together. So, what are some action steps? I highly encourage self-reflection. Journal about what you seek in relationships and whether you're outsourcing self-worth. Is it too scary to be alone? Or are you afraid of what you might find out if you spend some time alone? You may not like yourself. Girl, that is your red flags waving sky high in your face saying, help me, love me, pay attention to me. Your inner child is being neglected. Your adult self is being neglected. Turn inward. Love the fucking shit out of yourself. Like, no one else is going to do it if you're not doing it. Also, joy and creativity. Engage in activities that bring joy independent of a partner. Hobbies, friendships, career goals, anything. Oof, I think I have like 2 episodes of this, but it's so worth saying. Set fucking boundaries. Avoid media and conversations that pressure you into societal timelines. Mute the girl, mute the friend, just for 30 days, just to see what it feels like to not have them in the feed blowing up how wonderful things are. Mute the advertisements. Tell them that you're not welcome, or whatever the appropriate answer is for them not to be in your feed. Say no to that shit. It's bullshit. Set boundaries for yourself to safeguard your peace and not to feel pressure to be any other way than what you are showing up as. Be authentic to you. Consider therapy to explore your attachment styles and develop secure self-concepts. I'm a therapist. I'm a life coach. I love therapy. I'm a therapist, and I also have a therapist, and my therapist has a therapist, and I think everyone should have a therapist. It's someone that's unbiased, someone that's supportive, someone that can help you through these difficult times and help reassess attachment styles and to help you develop secure attachment styles to feel safe within yourself so that you can in turn feel safe with others. And I've said it and I'll say it and I'll keep saying it, but community building. Cultivate deep platonic relationships that offer emotional intimacy. Do not let your partner be the sole source of your emotional needs. That's wrong. That's way too much pressure on one person, and that is unhealthy. Find emotional intimacy with other females, other support groups, a silent book club, a mom group, a single and 40s group, a coffee meetup group. There's so much. So here's some things I'd like you to ponder. Where did you learn that being in a relationship equates success? Where did you learn that being in a relationship equates success? What aspects of myself have I neglected in the pursuit of love? What hobbies have you always wanted to do? What crafts have you always wanted to do? What places have you always wanted to travel? What places in your town or events have you always wanted to go to, but it's just not ever been the right time because you need someone special? Girl, no. Pick one. Do it. Do it for yourself. And how can you nurture all these parts independently that you're neglecting? How can you do that? How can you show up for yourself? I don't get on here to say no men no or no women no. I'm not saying men are bad, women are bad, or anything like that. I'm simply saying that there is more to life than spending your 20s, 30s, 40s, or your lifetime searching for the one. Yes, we are partnered beings. Yes, we are community beings. And yes, it is lovely to be in love. But that's not all there is. You can find joy, acceptance, and wholeness within yourself. If you find it scary to be alone, that is a high indicator that you need to touch base with yourself. You need to get to know yourself. And you need to work on your self-love, because that's not loving. That's avoidance. That's rejection. And you're rejecting you at the core. How can you ever find a good quality love if you're not doing that for yourself? Because I tell you one thing, people are going to treat you the way you treat yourself. And if you don't put yourself first, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't speak kindly to yourself, nobody else will. This is not the time to find the one. This is the time for you to find yourself, for you to be the one for you, and everything else will fall into place when it's right. Here's my closing thought. Decentering romance doesn't mean devaluing it. It means recognizing that you are whole on your own. Relationships can enhance our lives, yes, but they shouldn't define them. Embrace your journey, trust your timing, and remember, you are the love you've been seeking. As always, thank you so much for being here with me today and making it this far. If you like this episode, if you want to have a chat, a question, I'd love to hear about it. You can message me in the show notes or on Instagram at Empowering Wellness Hub. If you're craving more support, head to my Linktree. I've got a Spotify playlist and some other goodies. If you're listening and thinking, I wish I had someone else to walk me through this. I want to know what's going on. I want to make sense of this. Well, I want you to know that that's exactly what I do. I offer private virtual sessions to help you heal through trauma, navigate big life shifts, or just help you come home to yourself, as I've spoken so much in this episode. It is my honor to hold space for women just like you every week, every day. It is such a blessing. I am grateful. And if you're curious about this, you can fill out a consultation request on my Linktree, and we can get connected. I'd love to hear from you. Remember this: you are never too much. You are not too late, and you are not too far gone. And you don't have to figure it out all alone. Until next time, may you be happy and free, and may mine and your healing ripple outward to bless the world with happiness and freedom. Take care of you. I'll see you soon.